Yo, this is Shelton. This video is about church folks. Okay? I attend church, and I happen to be a musician inside the church that I go to. I play organ, I play keyboards, gospel music. So, gospel music like Kirk Franklin, Hezekiah Walker. I play. Been playing for this particular church for 15 years. And then in August, the first Sunday of August, I get a tap on my shoulder by the pastor. Say, come on into my office. Came to his office with another representative. He tells me that God is moving him in a different direction, and I'm not part of that direction. So we're firing you as the musician. I said, did I do anything wrong? No, you didn't do anything wrong. We're firing you. God is leading me in a different direction, and you're not included. I told him, I said, this is not like Christian-like. I just spoke to you, and I just spoke to the pastor roughly about a week ago, over the phone for about an hour. Never said anything was wrong. I happened during the summertime, happened been at a couple of barbecues with him, and he never said anything to me at all about anything being wrong. But this particular Sunday, I'm firing you. Okay. So now, a couple of days later, I get a phone call from another pastor from another church saying that he needs a musician because his musician is leaving him. Happens to be the same musician that's replacing me. And he says, and that pastor says that this musician that's replacing me gave him 30 days. It's like, wow. So being that I'm a musician, and I played, I would happen to be playing at another church, and the pastor knew me and knew of my pastor, and stated, your pastor said that he was going to fire you, and you didn't even know it. Church folks. I was like, wow. I was like, really? Like, yeah. I was like, okay. So afterwards, I sent out a text to him, the pastor, his two senior associates, and the deacon, the chairman of the deacon, saying that I wanted to speak to them. I wanted to speak to them about what happened. No response. I even sent scriptures stating what I was looking to do. Matthew 18, 15 through 17. Check it out. I sent it to them. No response. Church folks. So I waited 4 months to see if there would be any response coming back. Nothing. Ignored me. I was there for 15 years. Get a tap on the shoulder. Never told that I did anything wrong. Was never late. Well, let me go back. I probably was late maybe 5 times out of 15 years. Nothing. So your boy, Shelton, decided I'm going to go back to this church and I'm going to tell everybody what type of Christian the pastor is. Because these are church folks. So I went back. I went to the front of the church and told everybody everything that went on in regards to me being fired. Because let's face it, folks, when have you heard of anybody being fired from church for doing nothing wrong? For doing nothing wrong. So one thing I asked of this pastor, it's been a pastor for 4 years. One thing I asked from this pastor was to apologize to me for just tapping me on the shoulder and saying that this was my last day. I've been there for 15 years. I deserve more than that. He was in the pulpit. He says, apologize? said, yeah, man. Come on, brother. Apologize. What you did was wrong. He gets out from the pulpit, he comes around onto the floor, looks at me and says, I apologize for hurting your feelings. What? Hurting my feelings? I'm a grown-ass man. This has nothing to do with feelings. Nothing at all to do with feelings. And then he lied in church and said, yes, I received all your texts. All your texts. I don't do texts. So I guess he forgot during the course of the year, he'd been texting me all year long. Church folks. And do you know, I resigned right in front of him. Took my resignation letter, signed it. And this pastor did not care. Church folks. So, the moral of the story is this. Have your own relationship with God. Because if you don't, these churches, some of these churches may send you straight to hell. See, because in this situation here, I understand we all fall short. We all do wrong. But it's wrong to stay wrong. And you need to make sure who you allow to minister to you and who you allow to minister to your soul. That's the lesson for today, man. Watch out for church folks.